strange old game. I'm not going to probe too deeply into the minds of these dart players. Terrifying and
60.
odd places.
Lots of black spots. I still have the black spots. The black spots, not the black house.
Yeah, right. Mickey Mansell does have a win against Ian White under his belt, and it was the Grand Prix last year. That's the biggest win of his career. Certainly remember him doing a little jig up on stage and spilling his water around as he
85
won that one 2-0 to finally make it past the first round of the tournament in Dublin. But the other three meetings have all gone the way of Ian White, including a 6-4 victory in the second round of the European Tour event earlier this year in Risa, where the Diamond was playing some really good darts. Perhaps the standout game of the entire tournament was his victory over Stephen Bunting on the final day of action. In the end, it was Michael Smith who went on to win that one, with Benito van der Pas in the final. Mickey Mansell looking at 80 here. Gets the treble, so 2 darts at double 10. And that is a 14-darter of his own. A little pump for the fist. And 14 darts, 14 darts, 14 darts the last 3 legs. Good standard.
So just talking about Stephen Bunting, what a great game he's got tonight against Vincent van der Voort. He had to play Alan Norris last night.
100.
And it's going to be interesting for me to see how Vincent plays tonight, because you know, he had 11 darts to go 2-0 up, 2 sets up against Mansell last week in the, excuse me, in the Grand Prix. Will that still be in his head? Will he come up here today and start to miss doubles, and all of a sudden that will come back to haunt him, the scar tissue? Or will he get up there and forget about it, fire on the cylinders? Very interesting game it's going to be against Stephen Bunting.
Yeah, he's a curious one, is Vincent van der Voort, as Ian White fires in another maximum. And he has won on this European Tour. He won in Austria last year, of course. Won it as a qualifier, so he wasn't one of the seeded players. Had to go through the qualifiers on the Thursday and win through the first round and end up beating Jamie Caven in the final.
81.
But we know what he can do. Not only did he beat Phil Taylor at the Grand Prix, of course, in the first round, he nearly knocked Phil Taylor out of the World Championships. He was very, very close to doing that. It was the most trouble Phil had been in all the way through the tournament until the final, when he lost to Gary Anderson, of course. So Vincent van der Voort, when he's on a roll, it's so difficult to stop.
And also, if Vincent had beaten Phil Taylor there, which he had chances at one time to get control of the game, you know, I think that would have got him in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And you require 136.
His name was in the mix.
You never know. You never know what that can do to it. But he could make them or break them or set them back a while. It's a
60.
strange old situation, but I'm sure if you'd said to Vincent in December, how about you come and play for a few weeks all around the country, a few games of darts, and we'll give you guaranteed tens of thousands of pounds, potentially $250,000.
We'd be there.
Yeah.
85.
I'm at every week.
76.
I'd take a pay cut to play it. The old ones are the best.
Oh, that's not what he wanted, but it leaves him 61 now. Is it 25 for double 18?
I think it's got to be. I think it's got to be. No, he hit the ball.
Oh!
30.
Well,
Mickey
Ian White's had one bounce out of the bullseye. Mickey Mansell will look at the bullseye now, and hoping to avoid a similar fate. If he can take this out, not only be a great shot, but a big moment in this match. Now, treble 20 for the bull, and I don't know what that lie is like. Is it one he can use? Can he just follow that down the barrel? Oh, just deflected out, I think.
Yeah, I think the flight did. I think the flight just pushed it high. Well, now pressure on these 2 darts at the double for Ian White. Now big pressure on this one. Oh, dear, he's gone and busted it.
Mickey requires 25.
Yeah, Mickey Mansell gets another bite of a cherry. Double 4. Double 2.
23.
Well, look, the 135 would have been a phenomenal shot. that one is one that he kind of would have expected himself to take, and if he ends up losing this match, that's going to be a big, big moment he'll look back on. White's got to take out the tops, though. And does so.
Well, it'll be interesting from now on, then. If Ian White gets the option of the 32 or the tops, he's got to go to tops.
Yeah.
Because the 32 and the 6 is what's caused him problems in this game, in 2 legs. Although he hit the double top there to finally get that leg, but certainly, and you have to think of that as a player, it'll get in your head.
140.
Yeah, in these short formats, you can usually get around it. I mean, if you were playing a first to 7 sets game, and in the early stages you missed a few at, say, double 16, might you think, oh, I'll try and play through this and get through it. But if you get first to 6 legs, you've got no time. I can't give you an odd leg here and there and make it back later as I try and find me range on that double.
You're exactly right. Over the short distance, it plays havoc with your mind more than it would do over the long distance.
60.
And you see that scoring darts from Ian White, nearly 15 points clear on the averages. He has missed a few doubles, and that's why Mickey's not that far behind in the overall numbers, but he is giving himself opportunities. And you see 3 out of 3 on double tops.
60.
Ian White, just 1 out of 7 on 16s and 8s. Pay attention to Mr. Harrington. Leave yourself tops now. You can't leave 100 here. It can't hit 100 here, so yeah, that's why he switched down. 99 would have left 167. He's hit the treble anyway, so leaves him 129, which is a little bit more manageable.
$140.
Well, it certainly puts him back in the legs.
29.
So looking at the 57 or the 19. So 19 now, 60 bullseye. I may go for bullseye now, which is the route
89.
to leave the double top.
101.
If we'd have gone for the 54, that would have been hard to leave the double top from that route.
And can still be done.
Treble 18, double 16.
Doesn't get the treble he needed, so Ian White, 3 out of 3 on double top. He'll return looking for another break of throw and a 5-2 lead.
93. And you require 40.
Misses it. Number 10. And
20.
again.
Mickey require 8.
And it's 4-3.
On the
Mickey Mansell reduces the arrears.
He's taking the Ian to throw
He has
first.
to survive a bit of a scare to do so.
Well, Ian White is trying hard to give this game to Mickey Mansell, isn't he?
140.
Mansell only has to put in an exceptional leg here, and all of a sudden Ian White could be in trouble.
180.
Ask and Mickey Mansell will provide. 180. Don't get any better than that to start the leg off, but here comes Ian White. Oh, hits back, and that was one of the games of the tournament in the Grand Prix was Ian White and Gary Anderson, and a real signature of that game was every time Gary Anderson hit a maximum against him, Ian White hit one straight back.
81.
Well, you mustn't let your opponent bully up.
And Gary Anderson really will if you let him.
45.
But again, we see a bad visit after a brilliant one from Ian White, although he has got control in this leg. Did throw first, moving one leg away from
100. And you require 136.
the Sunday afternoon game, but Mickey Mansell, although he's not scoring as well as Ian White, he's got to be thinking, you know what, I'm going to stay in there because Ian White keeps messing up coming down the business end.
50.
And again,
Mickey require 140.
he's done it. Do you know what, straight ton here you'd take every day of the week, wouldn't you?
Yeah, saw Kim Hybrex go treble 15, treble 15, double 16 for it, but didn't seem the right way to go. Oh, you got to stay straight though, Mickey. Got to stay straight.
And it looked so good. That was a perfect treble 20, wasn't it? You know, you quite fancied it and hit another one. But Ian White may only get a dart and a double, but the one thing in this game Ian White has done is the combinations, like two other occasions he's taken out this sort of combination.
He's got a 97 and a 101 out, and he, so can he do the 86? Oh, lovely.
Game shot
well, there you go. It's another combination finish, another 14 dart leg, and another leg on the board for Ian White. He's one away from a place in the last 16, and Mickey Mansell's got to win 3 on the spin.
$140.
Ian White, one of a number of players who've made a final of a European Tour event in this very arena. We've seen some today already. Mervyn King's the defending champion, of course. He's through. We've seen Steve Beattie make it through. He was a winner here 2 years ago in the German Darts Masters. That was the name of that particular tournament. And Ian White looking to go through 6-3. Not down to a finish though. Mickey Mansell, 1 or 2 trebles. Gets him down to something manageable, and that makes it harder. Oh, now then, Mickey.
81.
Important last dart, but 140 is a lot harder than it perhaps should have been.
Well, Ian needs to find 1 treble, which he's done. Will he go 25?
99. Mickey require 140.
Well, that's actually sensible. 25 or the 19, because the 19 leaving the 82 still gives you a dart and a double. Obviously, you've got to hit the 25. Well, mind you, he may not get a chance at it.
120.
Well, it would have been some way to save his skin, Mickey Mansell. Will he get another go at that double 10? Ian White. 25, 17 for tops. He's been pretty good on tops. And he finds it again. It's another check out round about that 80 to 100 mark for Ian White. In fact, a 97, an 86, 101 in the very first leg, and then an 82 to round things off. White celebrates. Mickey Mansell, well, he made him work for it. He's actually averaged 97 in the end there, Ian White, despite a fair few missed doubles. The number 5 seed, none of his solid and reliable best. But this lad is a threat this weekend. Let me tell you, he will face Lee Evans, a surprise package here in Single Fingen this weekend. We'll grab a quick couple of words with the Diamond, and then it's Gerwyn Price versus Benito van der Pas.
It's getting feeling on stage, right?
Yeah, the first one's always the hardest, and the lads have been on before, so. But I just wanted to play like I did last week in the Grand Prix. We travelled there, but big dog, you got hopefully tomorrow we'll get back.
3 years ago, you hit the 9,000 on that stage. You reached the final against Adrian Lewis. Is it something that you have in your mind when it comes to Single Fingen? Still, even 3 years ago?
Yeah, you know, I want to do the 9 yards and get to the final again. But I think it was last year or 2 years ago I lost to Robbie Rodriguez, so you know it's up and down. So yeah, hopefully we can do the same if we get to that final.
We are all waiting for the 9,000 on the European Tour. Yesterday, Jeff with his fun had 8 perfect out. How many 9,000 do you hit when you practice or on practice ball? Is it every week or every day?
Well, if it is, it hits me quite a lot when you're in the practice room. Terry Jenkins hits a lot, I hit a lot. But when you're up here, it's a bit more nervy, so you know, hopefully we get 2 this year on the Pro Tour and we get 1 on the Europeans.
See you tomorrow again. Thank you very much. Ian White!